Yeah.
Is it, or have we started? We've started, haven't we? This is it, right, okay. Right, so are we looking at the EU main camera? Right, so can you split the camera and turn my saturation up? Because Simon has just come back from the sun. He's not just come back on holiday. Look, this isn't reflected off his skin. That is actually the colour of his skin. Let me move this because it's making you even more.
I actually went to the sun for holiday.
You went to the sun, was it nice?
Yeah.
Did you miss me?
Yeah.
It's nice, it's nice. See, we're starting 2024 with positive vibes, aren't we?
It's very positive.
Yeah. Positive, not positive.
You just picked me up. Anyway. Right. Hi guys, welcome to this week's Urban Uncut. I am back. You probably noticed last week that we pre-recorded the beginning of the year.
Ah, see, Tom, he's giving away trade secrets now. Look, Tom's shaking his head.
Well, I had to do Happy New Year in December.
But it would be weird you coming back that tanned and like it just being, oh,
yes.
Sorry, that's normal. Here we are.
Something that these people haven't seen that you've seen. The other side of this car. We are starting 2024 with a bit of a bang. We are getting straight into the Range Rover Sport, and this is going to kill it!
I'm so excited about this.
Looks...
I'm so excited about this.
So we've 3D printed all of the kit on the other side of the car, and it still needs loads of changes, but we can see the shape of it already, can't we?
We're getting there, aren't we? Because people, my clients are starting to get a little bit impatient. You know, they've seen the full-size Range Rover, they've seen the full-size Range Rover come out, they've seen how nice that is, but they've got sports. Yeah. When's the Sport coming out? Yeah. When's the Sport coming out? But now I've seen it on the car in 3D print. Oh my days.
Yes, it does. It looks very good. It looks very good. It's super aggressive. It's not what we normally do. We've gone for something a little bit...
I think it needed, though, with the contrast against the Range Rover, which was quite a nice, subtle kit, quite smooth. The Sport is the Sport.
Oh no, this is Aspo.
It's...
If you're doing that, have I got to put the mask on, like, you know, like that fella that got with the mask with you? He's a big fella, isn't he?
Big Charlie. He's a big guy, Big Charlie.
So Range Rover Sport program is underway. You'll see updates of that coming over the coming weeks and months. I think, in all honesty, this will be a Goodwood launch car. I'd like to think it's going to be March, but it's not going to be March.
The Range Rover and the Ghost were a little bit of a rush for SEMA, weren't they? So you want to be a little bit more like... It'd be nice to have a launch where we've got a couple of weeks leeway.
You know what, we're going to try and build some products in the background because we created all this hype with a Range Rover and then we couldn't fulfil orders. Sad, sorry state of affairs. But on the subject of the Ghost... Freshly back from the studio. Have you driven one of these?
Yeah.
I've never driven one.
They're so lovely.
I've only driven a Cullinan round the corner and that scared me.
This is, I think this is probably my favourite car from 2023, you know.
Yeah.
And this is my favourite launch, yeah. Interestingly, my Mercedes is coming up to 3 years old. So I was going to have a conversation with you about company cars and where this fits on the company car scheme and whether I can get away with a 30-year finance prop.
I mean, that's about what it'll be.
Or sell you my house. Or do you like dogs? I can give you my dog for this.
You wouldn't give up Franco for this?
No, I wouldn't give up Franco for anything or anyone.
What, so you reckon Franco's worth more than 350 grand?
He's priceless, Simon, just in case the wife is watching.
You get over Hollywood like that. So Rolls-Royce Ghost, fresh out the box, built 2x2 carbon, UV5 wheels. It looks fantastic. I've seen the rollers, and obviously this has just come back.
Ginger spec.
You can't say ginger, mate.
You can.
You're not allowed to say ginger. No. It's Mandarin.
Mandarin.
Okay. I've got a new love for Mandarin. We've got a Cullinan to show the guys in a minute with the interior. It's like mind-blowing.
Mandarin, yeah.
So this has just come back from the studio. We will show you a little edit in a moment, and a little insight into what the media guys actually do for us.
We're big fans of the media team, aren't
we? Are
because they make us
huge fans of the media team.
Look, well, semi-cool, like every Friday.
They can't make you look as tanned as me, though.
No.
On that note, let's go to the edit.
Cam, edit now. Do it now. I'll stay still. Turn up the saturation. Ready?
We get a lot of people in the comments asking about how we do things in the media team, so we thought we'd grab a bit of a behind the scenes for you today and show you a bit of what goes into actually shooting a car for Urban. So we're here today with the Ghost, and you'll get to see a bit of what goes on when we take a vehicle to shoot it for the first time. As you can see at the top here, they've got this massive softbox, which is fully controllable as a DMX. So it can be lowered, it can be raised, you can have different colors, it can be moved around and strobes and pulses. So many opportunities and some really cool stuff that you can do with this setup.
So we've shot here a few times. You might remember some of the previous videos we did, like the Urus S launch, the Tempest Grey Cullinan, and even way back to the XRS when we first shot that. They've all been shot here. And for myself and Cammy behind the camera, it's we always like it. It's a bit of fun just to see where we can take the creativity next and what different lighting styles we can introduce into the video.
So we got the whole of the media team here today. This is an important shoot for us with the new Ghost, and we've got photography and video happening at the same time. So we've got Cammy on camera and we've got Chris as well, both doing video, and we've got Brandon and Dawson as well, helping out with some behind the scenes and some photography as well.
I am actually myself now.
You're not in a rush to get home, are you? Oh, you didn't introduce me. I'm like the mysterious photographer of Urban.
The junior. This is why we're behind the camera.
Yeah. So when it comes to the photography of the vehicle, what we do is we take lots of different exposures of different parts of the car with the absolute perfect lighting for each of those elements and every part of the kit to make sure that when they're all blended together in Photoshop, it looks absolutely superb.
So we've almost been here 10 hours now and we're on the last shot of the day. So all these videos take a lot of time to make, especially the photos as well, and editing is an even bigger part of the job than the filming. want to see more videos like this from us, let us know. And if you haven't already, please subscribe.
So Simon, speaking of mandarin or orange and your skin, I've found a leather interior that perfectly matches your current hue. See, I can speak posh. Your current hue. H-U-E, not H-U-G-H.
Like, am I definitely, is it like the
You're
same
close,
colour?
it is close, I ain't gonna lie, but...
I do tan orange, like Oompa Loompa.
This is stunning, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Do you know what I love?
You know what, I call this the Hermes spec.
Yeah, yeah.
Because when you open these doors and you get that shot, we've got, Tom, behind the camera, we've got to get the shot of the car with this open when we do all of the media stuff.
Yes, it's very black badge-esque because black badges usually come with a dark colour on the outside and a bright colour interior.
On the inside,
I think this is how I would spec mine.
Yeah.
And I love the pinstripe down the side.
Hand-painted pinstripe on the outside.
Yeah.
It's not a sticker. And what we're doing some special bits. We're going to hand paint the Rolls-Royce badges with a mandarin background, and we're also doing the rear of the blades, like the guys at Platinum do.
Nice.
And I think John's going to put a nice little LED in there as well, so you're basically going to see the orange glow up inside. So we're doing something a little bit special.
Big spec car, this one, then.
Big spec, huge spec car.
Nice.
Yeah, monster price. If someone wants it, they got to pay for it.
Show us the money. That's where you put in the cutout of Cuba Gooding Jr.
Show me the money. Show me the money.
No, it was Tom Cruise, wasn't it? It was Tom
Cruise was on the phone to
That's
Cuba
it.
Gooding Jr. and he was like, show me the money. Show you the money.
Film knowledge. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the media on this one.
One thing that is surplus and for sale, this set of wheels. You know how much this set of wheels were as an option?
£6,000.
10,800 Great British pounds.
They were an option.
They were an option. Unfortunately, I got lumbered with them as part of the spec. I couldn't wriggle my way out of them. So if you know anyone that wants to buy these wheels, get in touch.
Oh, you're trying to sell them? Because I was about to say, I thought they were just the dollies that we used to roll the car about.
No. This is actually one of the most expensive option wheels, 22-inch Cullinan wheel. They got the graphite and polish face. £10,800, open to offers above £6. That's the highest bid I've got so far.
That's the highest bid so far.
No, it's not actually. I've got quite a decent bid on them. But if anyone wants to buy them, it just seems a shame to let these go into the trade because it's one of those things.
So we're both really looking forward to this build, yeah?
This one will be done in 10 days. It will be available. We've got a couple of people interested in it
I've got a little bite. I've got a little bite at the moment.
Just because of the interior. I think we're going to get more brave in 2024 with this kind of thing.
So this time last year, we were very Rolls-Royce Cullinan heavy. You may remember we had 4 Cullinans on the ramp, all going through build. The year of 2024 is all about the L460 Range Rover. So a few months back when we started to look at the L460, the UF7 wheel was the first wheel that we put on them, on that beautiful satin black SV. That SV obviously didn't have our kit because it wasn't ready yet, so this is our first one with the full urban kit with these beautiful UF7 alloys. Now, flat face wheels aren't overly popular in the UK. I still think people will grow to love them. They've obviously been very popular in America for the last couple of years. The UK is just starting to get it, but I think these suit the car so well. These ones in satin black, they've got the floating centre cap like a Rolls-Royce. I think they look absolutely lovely in satin against the contrast Santorini black metallic. Doesn't this thing look absolutely awesome? 2024 is the year of the Range Rover and the Range Rover Sport, not the Range Rover Vogue, because Vogue is a trim level.
Vogue doesn't exist anymore.
No.
But we still call it a Vogue,
we still call it
do
Vogue.
forever.
Vogue and Sport, it just makes it easy.
Can you hold on a second? I'm trying to book a holiday.
Are you really? No, you're not. You actually are as well, yeah.
I've been back 3 days, so I've got to go again.
The tan is starting to fade.
Literally.
He obviously woke up this morning, looked in the mirror. I mean,
we filmed a few days ago, and I'm like I'm not the brown coconut that I was before.
So I've been explaining to everyone like you're like an iguana. What does an iguana live in? Is it an aquarium? But Dubai was your aquarium. You were fully charged up from the sun, and now you're slowly depleting.
Yeah.
And I mean, 3 days in, you're looking at holidays.
Yeah.
This is pretty though, isn't it?
It is very pretty. This is actually my wheel for my car.
Is it?
Yeah. I haven't got a kit for it yet.
No. Well, no one has, have they?
No. So this is UV7, first one in the UK. It's machine faced, brushed, and then tinted clear lacquer.
So pretty. It's a work of art.
I know it is. And you know what happens if you brush a curb with this? You have to paint them black.
Yeah, because you ain't getting that back,
recovering, yeah. So this is probably the only time that you'll ever see them in this state. They'll be fully refurbed by the time you know it.
So our viewers would have just seen the last Range Rover we built in Santorini black.
Yep.
Mean and moody.
What, UF7s?
Yep.
And we've got a little treat for those, haven't we?
Ah, we have a dinner plate. Let's move this to one side.
This is a carbon dish. To have a carbon-faced UF7 wheel, it fits perfectly. We've just signed off on the R&D on it. So we're going to have full carbon face wheels. And I'm thinking of doing a nice little pinstripe round here with a little Urban Shield logo in here.
What's nice about this, so we all know about Rolls-Royce black badge alloys. They have a carbon drum, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah, so they have a carbon fibre drum, and then the alloy bit is bolted into there. So I think it's
like
a two-piece.
the BTEC version of that. Is that
well, I'm not going to say it's a BTEC version. I think it's a better version because the trouble is, once you curb a carbon fibre alloy rim, you can't refurb it. You have to buy a new one, and I think they're about $3.5 grand each, something like that.
With something like this, obviously, when it goes on the centre face there, this is not the right wheel, but you get the idea. At least if you curb the outer edge of the wheel, you can still fine line it and you can still refurb the wheel. So,
but yeah, cut a fine line or like maybe like a little sort of urban logo in there or something.
Yeah, something in there. But yeah, just
nice
trying to work on new things for this year.
And have we asked carbon fibre manufacturing to keep this bit so we can have them as little side plates for our food?
Like serving dishes.
Yeah, because I assume they just, because I know everything about manufacturing.
Pretend you didn't say that, yeah?
They just cut this bit out, don't they? So we must have hundreds of these spare bits.
Yes. We're going into frisbee manufacturing.
Perfect. Urban cutlery and dinnerware.com.uk/geezer.
On that note, we'll see you next week.